Hi students, how are you all? I believe you are all keeping well and doing well. Well students, in our previous session we have done with the part 1 where the housewife decides to get back to her house in order to know her name with the consent of her husband. Okay, with the permission of her husband, the housewife wanted to go to the house to her native or to her parents' house to find her name. Okay, now let's see what is happening or what's going to happen. But still, how to live without knowing one's name? It was all right all these days since the question had not occurred to her. Now it was really hard to live without a name. Just for 2 days you manage somehow or other. Until and unless I go and get my name, I shall find it difficult to live. She pleaded with her husband and managed to get out of the house. Why, dear daughter, have you come so suddenly? Are your children and husband all right? Why have you come alone? Behind affectionate enquiries of the father and the mother, there was a strain of suspicion. Recollecting immediately the purpose of her visit, the housewife asked her mother most pitifully, "Amma, tell me what is my name?" But now the housewife finds it very difficult to live without knowing her name. Okay, and previously she was completely immersed in scrubbing and swabbing the floor and making the house with lots of multicolored designs with the muggulu. Okay, but now the question of knowing her name, the question that she had forgotten her name was so much bothering her, and it was very difficult to live without knowing her name. Okay, so she pleads with her husband. Okay, she pleaded with her husband. What is meant by pleaded? Pleaded is to ask in strong and serious way. So the housewife pleaded with her husband and she managed to get out of the house. Okay, to get out of the house as to move away from the house, and she wanted to get back to her mother's house, right? So she pleaded with her husband, and with the consent of her husband, with the permission of her husband, she goes to her mother's house. Okay, now as soon as she reaches, her parents were surprised to see her because she came alone, neither with her husband nor with her children. So their first question was, "Dear, why have you come so suddenly?" Okay, now who is here, dear daughter? It's a housewife. Okay, so her parents asked why she had come home suddenly, and they asked whether the children were all right or not, whether her husband was all right or not, and they inquire why she had come all alone. Okay, so behind affectionate inquiries of the father and mother, there was a strain of suspicion. Now what is meant by suspicion? Doubt. Okay, there was a doubt behind every question. Okay, recollecting immediately the purpose of her visit. Now what is meant by recollecting? Remembering. Okay, now what was the purpose of the housewife to come to the house? It is to get to know her name. Okay, so remembering the purpose of her visit to the house, the housewife asked her mother most pitifully. Okay, now what is meant by pitifully? In a disappointed way. Okay, she asks her mother, "Amma, tell me what is my name?" So the housewife asks her mother what is her name. Do you understand? What is it, Amma? You are our elder daughter. We gave you education up to BA and got you married with the 50,000 rupees as dowry. We took care of your 2 deliveries. Each time we alone bore the expenses of the maternity home. You have 2 children. Your husband has a good job, a very nice person too. Your children are well mannered. It's not my history, Amma. It's my name I want. At least tell me where my certificates are. I don't know, child. Recently we cleaned out the almirah of the old papers and files and arranged some glassware in their place. Some important files we kept in the attic. We shall search for them tomorrow. Now what is the hurry? Don't worry about them. Take a good bath and have your meal, child, said the housewife's mother. So when the housewife suddenly recollects the purpose of her visit to her house, she asks her mother, Amma, what is my name? Okay. The housewife asks her mother what is her name. Okay. And Amma says, Amma, what are you talking? You are our elder daughter. Who is elder daughter here? It is a housewife. Okay. So Amma says, you are our elder daughter. Okay. We gave you education up to BA and got you married with the 50,000 rupees as dowry. Okay, mummy says that she is her elder daughter and they made her, to study up to BA and made her to get married with a gentleman giving the dowry of 50,000. Okay, you understand dowry we have previously, discussed, right? Now, we took care of your two deliveries. Okay, now what is deliveries? It's the act of giving birth. Okay, so mother says that they took care of her two deliveries and even each time they bore the expenses. The meaning of bore the expenses is pay for something. Okay, pay for something. Okay, so what did they pay for? They paid something for the maternity home. Okay, for her deliveries. Do you understand? Now, you have two children. Your husband is a good man and he has a good job. He is a very, very nice person. And your children are well mannered. What is meant by well mannered? Well mannered is having good manners. Okay, so when the housewife asks, Amma, about her name, Amma starts telling all this. Okay, she says, you are our elder daughter, we made you to study up to BA and we made you to get married to a gentleman giving 50,000 as a dowry. You have two children and they are well mannered. Okay, then it's not my history, Amma, it's my name I want. At least tell me where my certificates are. Okay, so the housewife, the lady says, Amma, I don't want any history about me. I just want to know my name. She says that she wanted to know her name. And she says, at least tell me where my certificates are, where her certificates are. Okay, now, I don't know, child. Recently we cleaned out. What is meant by cleaned out? To make something clean. Okay, to make something clean. We cleaned out the almirah of old papers and files and arranged some glassware in their place. So when the housewife asks Amma where her certificates are, and Amma says that recently they have cleaned up everything. They cleaned everything and removed all the old papers and files from the almirah, and in the place of those old papers and files they have arranged glassware. Okay. Now, some important files we kept in the attic. Okay, so and Amma says that some important files have been placed in the attic. Now, what is meant by attic? It's a space below the roof in a room. A space below the roof in a room. Got it? So, Amma says that some important files were kept in the attic. And Amma also says, okay, let us search the next day. Now, why to be in hurry? Just take bath, have your meal and rest. Clear? The housewife took a good bath and ate her meal, but she could not sleep. While scrubbing the house, humming happily, joyously, and making mugalu, she never thought that she would have to face so many difficulties like this by forgetting her own name. Dawn broke, but the search for the certificates among the files in the attic had not ended. Now, the wife asked everyone she met. She asked the trees, the ant hills, the pond, the school where she had studied, the college. After all the shouting and the wailing, she met a friend and succeeded in recovering her name. So when Amma says why to be in hurry, okay, just take a bath and have your meal. So the housewife took, good bath and she had her meal, but she could not sleep. Okay, and she thinks to herself while scrubbing the house and humming happily. What is meant by hum? To sing a tune with lips closed. Okay, to sing a tune with lips closed. So while scrubbing the house, humming happily and joyously and making mukulu, she never thought that she would forget her name. Okay, she would have to face so many difficulties like forgetting her own name. She never thought about it. Okay, now dawn broke. Now what is meant by dawn broke? The first light of the day appeared. Okay, dawn is the morning hours. Okay, now dawn broke, but the search for the certificates among the files in the attic had not ended. Okay, so the search for the certificates had not yet ended. She went on searching because she was not finding her certificates. Okay, now the wife asked everyone she met. She asked the trees, the ant hills, the pond, the school where she had studied, the college. Okay, now it's a kind of an exaggeration. Okay, it is not that she goes and talks to the trees and ant hills and pond. Okay, which means she tried her best to find her name. Okay, now what is the ant hill? Do you know? Ant hill, a place where ants live. Okay, it's a home of the ants. Okay, now after all the shouting and wailing, what is meant by wailing? To cry out aloud. To cry out aloud. Okay, so after shouting and wailing, she met a friend. Okay, she met a friend and succeeded in recovering her name. Succeeded is become successful. Okay, now what do you understand? She came to know her name, right? So after she met a friend, she was succeeded in recovering her name. What is meant by recovering? It's to regain. Okay, she got it. Okay, after meeting a friend, she finally recovered her name. Okay. The friend was also like her, married, and a housewife like her, but she had not made swabbing the sole purpose of her life. Scrubbing was only a part of her life. She remembered her name and the names of her friends. This particular friend recognized our housewife. Sarada, my dear Sarada, she shouted and embraced her. The housewife felt like a person totally parched and dried up, about to die of thirst, getting a drink of cool water from the new earthen kuja poured into her mouth with a spoon and given thus a new life. The friend did indeed give her a new life. You are Sarada. So finally the housewife met her friend and she succeeded in getting or recovering her name, right? So the housewife's friend was also, she also got married and she was also a housewife like her. But she had not made swabbing the sole purpose. Now what is meant by sole purpose? Main aim or purpose. Okay, so it was not, swabbing was not the sole purpose of her life. It was only part of her life. Scrubbing was only part of her life. Whose life? The housewife's friend. Okay, so she remembered her name and the names of her friends. Fine. Now this particular friend recognized our housewife. Okay, the heroine of the story, right? So this lady, the friend of the housewife, recognized our housewife. Got it? Now Sarada, my dear Sarada. Now do you understand who is Sarada? The person who was trying to know her name, trying to recover her name. What is her name now? It is Sarada. Okay, who called out Sarada? Sarada's friend recognized her and called out, Sarada, my dear Sarada. She shouted and embraced her. Now what is meant by embraced? It is to give hug. Okay, it is to hug. So the housewife's friend recognized this housewife as Sarada. Her name is Sarada. Okay, she shouted and she runs and hugs Sarada, housewife. Okay, now the housewife felt like a person totally parched. Okay, now what is meant by parched? Dried. Okay, very much dried. The housewife felt dryness in her body and she felt like she was about to die of thirst because she was completely dried and she felt like she was about to die of thirst, and getting a drink of cool water from the new earthen kuja poured into her mouth with a spoon and given thus a new life. Okay, so for example, see, if you run in the sun, after some times when you come, you feel like drinking cool water. Like the same thing was felt by the housewife. She was desperately trying to find or recall her name, but she was unable. But finally, when she heard her name from her friend, she felt, as if she got new life. Okay, as if she got new life. The friend did indeed give her a new life. You are Sarada. Okay, so finally she gets to know her name, or she recollects or recalls her name from her friend. Got it? You came first in our school in the 10th class. You came first in the music competition conducted by the college. You used to paint good pictures too. We were 10 friends all together. I meet all of them some time or other. We write letters to each other. Only you have gone out of our reach. Tell me, why are you living incognito? Her friend confronted her. Yes, Pramila, what you say is true. Of course, I am Sarada. Until you said it, I could not remember it. All the shelves of my mind were taken up with only one thing: how well I can scrub the floors. I remembered nothing else. Had I not met you, I would have gone mad, said the housewife named Sarada. So when the housewife named Sarada meets her friend, and when her friend addresses her as a Sarada, and she starts talking, her friend says, Sarada, you came first in our school in 10th class, and you came first in music competition conducted by the college. Who came first? It was the housewife named Sarada. Okay, and she was also good at painting. She was also good at painting, and they were 10 friends all together. Okay, and the friend whom she meets, she says that she would, or she meets her other friends sometime or other. Okay, and they exchange even letters, and the friend says that only the housewife or Sarada has gone out of reach. Okay, so the friend asks the housewife, Sarada, why are you living incognito? Now what is meant by incognito? Having hidden identity. Okay, living or having hidden identity. Her friend confronted her. Confront is to ask. So her friend asked, Sarada, why are you living incognito, having hidden identity? Because there was no communication. Yes, Pramila, what you say is true. So what is the friend of the housewife? It's a Pramila. Okay, Pramila, she says, yes, Pramila, what you say is true. And the housewife says, of course, I am Sarada. Until you said it, I could not remember it. So the housewife says that until, or till she heard from her friend her name Sarada, she could not recall her name. You understand? Right, because all the shelves of her mind taken up with only one thing. Okay, taken up is filled. Her mind, okay, the shelves in her mind were completely immersed with only one thing. You know what is that? Can you guess? It is how well she scrubbed the floors, how well she kept the house spotlessly. Okay, how well she decorated the house with Mughal designs. Okay, and nothing else. Okay, so her main, sole purpose was scrubbing, cleaning, keeping the house more beautiful, and she never bothered about her. Okay, now the housewife. The housewife says if she had not met her friend, she would have gone mad because she was trying to recall her name, right? She was unable to recall, and nobody could tell her what her name was. Okay, so finally she gets her name as Sarada from her friend. Is it clear? Sarada returned home, climbed the attic, and fished out her certificates, the pictures she had drawn, old albums, everything she succeeded in getting out. She also searched further and managed to find the prizes she had received in school and college. Overjoyed, she returned home. You have not been here. Look at the state of the house. It's like a chowl tree. Oh, what a relief you are here. Now it is like a festival for us, said Sarada's husband. So finally, the housewife, with the help of her friend, she succeeds in recovering her name and she recalls all her childhood nostalgia, okay, childhood experiences and friends. So finally, Sarada, she returns home, she climbs the attic and she picks up all the certificates and pictures that she had drawn, old albums and everything she succeeded in getting out. Whatever was possible to get, she got it. And she also searched, and she managed to find some prizes that she had received even in schools and colleges. Okay, so after getting all these, albums, prizes, certificates, with the overjoy, she returns to her house, to her husband's house. Overjoyed is with a lot of excitement and being extremely happy. Okay, with a lot of happiness, the housewife named Sarada returns to her husband's house. Okay, now as she reaches the house, her husband says, to his wife, okay, his wife is Sarada. Okay, now you have not been here, look at the state of the house. Okay, so as soon as Sarada reaches the house, her husband says, see, look at the house, look at the state of the house, how it looks, because she was not at home, right? The house looks like chowl tree. Now what is meant by chowl tree? In or a resting place. Okay, look at the house, the chowl tree, how it looks. It looks very horrible because it had not yet been, cleaned for 2 or 3 days because the housewife Sarada was not at home. Okay, now, oh, what a relief, you are here. Now it is like a festival for us, said Sarada's husband. Okay, so Sarada's husband says, what a relief, now you have come. And it is like festival for us. Got it? Just scrubbing the floor does not make a festival. By the way, from now onwards, don't call me Emoy Gimoy. My name is Sarada. Call me Sarada. Understood? Having said that, she went inside humming joyously. Sarada, who had always cared so much for discipline, keeping an eye on every corner, checking if there was a dust, making sure things were properly arranged, each in its correct and respective order, now sat on the sofa which had not been dusted for the last 2 days. She sat there showing the children an album of her paintings that she had brought for them. Okay, now the husband says that now it's like a festival. Okay, because his wife had come back to the house and the house had not yet been cleaned for 2 days, right? So Sarada, the housewife, says, okay, just scrubbing the floor does not make a festival, and she also tells her husband not to call her Yemoy Gimoy. Okay, because her husband never called her by name, right? So she says now, don't call me or don't address me as Amoy Gimoy. And she says, my name is Sarada. She says that her name is Sarada, and she says to her husband to call her by name. So having said that, she went inside humming joyously. Okay, after saying to her husband, she goes inside happily, humming joyously, happily. Sarada, who had always, cared so much for discipline, keeping an eye on every corner, checking if there was, dust, making sure everything is in its place now, she doesn't bother about how the house looks. Okay, she just goes and sits on the sofa which had not been dusted for last 2 days. Okay, she sat on the sofa along with her children so joyously she shows her paintings, albums of her painting that she had brought from her house. Okay, got it? Well, students, I believe you have understood part 2 of What is My Name, and it was translated into English by Vijayalakshmi and Ranga Rao. Okay, and originally it was actually a Telugu story which is titled as Illalagane Pandagauna. Okay, fine. See you in the next session. Till then, take care. Bye.